This is one of the most delicious banana bread loaves that you will ever bake. It's super moist. It tastes like chocolate cake with a hint of banana. Let's get into it. So when your bananas turn black like this, do not throw them away. They are perfect to turn into a banana bread loaf. I used 2 very ripe bananas like I showed you. You can use 3 if you want that extra banana flavor, but I only had 2 and I found that the flavor was just perfect. It gave it like a hint of banana taste. And then I added 2 eggs. This recipe can easily be vegan if you just make some substitutions. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I added some agave in there, which sweetened it up just perfectly since the cacao is not sweetened. You can also use honey if you would like. Mix this all up. It's okay if it's a little chunky because of the banana. The next thing is that I added 1/2 cup of unsweetened applesauce. This helps make the bread loaf moist and adds a little bit of flavor. Though you can also use sour cream if you would like, if you don't have applesauce. Next is 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. You can also substitute for vegan butter if you'd like. Using a spatula, mix that all up. Now in a separate bowl, you're going to gather all of your dry ingredients. 1 cup of flour of your choice. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, sprinkle in some salt, 1/2 cup of cacao powder. I'm using very rich cacao powder. This is the kind that I use. It doesn't have to be the specific brand, but this is amazing. It's organic and very rich. Now, if you're a fan of cinnamon, I highly recommend that you just sprinkle some in. Here I am going all in with the cinnamon because I love cinnamon and it added such a beautiful flavor. Next, I added 3/4 cup of light brown sugar. Make sure to break it all down and mix this all up. We're also going to take our whisk and make sure that all of these ingredients are evenly distributed, especially that baking soda because it's what makes the bread loaf rise. Now you want to take your dry ingredients and mix them in to your wet ingredients. Give that a mix until it looks something like what I will show you. This is the perfect batter for a loaf bread. Do you see that? Just beautiful. Also note that you can use date sugar instead of brown sugar if you would like a healthier substitution. Then I added semi-sweet vegan chocolate chips. Spray down your loaf pan. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Evenly distribute your batter into the pan. Again, it's okay if it's a little chunky because of the banana pieces. Before you put your loaf in the oven, make sure you sprinkle some chocolate chips on top. Bake this for about 40 minutes. Make sure to check it with like a toothpick or a fork to make sure it comes out clean. And then boom, look at this gorgeous loaf. It's so beautiful and it tastes so amazing. I'm telling you, it is so bomb. It's sweet, but not too sweet, you know? It is super, super moist. It's almost like a chocolate cake. I love the agave, the cinnamon, and the cacao flavors in there. So I personally don't like to use my bananas in smoothies when they have turned black or mushy, but that's the perfect time to use them to make a bread loaf. I really hope that you enjoyed this recipe.